My neighbor has been mowing the same patch of grass for 3 days straight, and I just realized he's not using a lawnmower.
Hey man, what the hell you doing out there?
He doesn't answer, just keeps pushing that rusty old machine. Back and forth, back and forth. The blades aren't spinning.
You should call the police.
And say what, my neighbor's mowing his lawn weird?
That's when I notice the dark stains on his shoes, the way his arms move. Too stiff, like they're being pulled by strings.
You got a problem, buddy?
The neighbor stops, slowly turns his head. His eyes are black. Not dark, not shadowed, just
Oh God.
He lifts the mower, not the handle, the whole thing, like it weighs nothing. And then he smiles.
You shouldn't have watched.
The engine roars to life, but it's not the sound of a motor. It's screaming.
What is that?
What?
The mower drags across the ground. The blades spin now, but they're not cutting grass.
We're next.
And then the screaming gets louder, closer. And I realize it's not coming from the mower.
What'd you do?
I just keep the lawn clean.
The mower lurches forward. The blades gleam red. And the neighbor whispers one last thing before it all goes dark.
Nobody likes an overgrown yard.
The next morning, the grass is perfect, trimmed, green, and the mower sits silent in the middle of the lawn, waiting.
Where's your neighbor?
Oh no. But I think I hear the mower starting again.
And this time, it's in my yard.
That's impossible.
Then why is it coming toward us?
The blades spin faster, chewing up dirt and spitting out something thick and dark. Not grass, not mud.
You should have minded your own business.
The voice doesn't come from the neighbor, it comes from inside the mower. A wet, gurgling whisper.
What the hell are you?
The mower lurches forward, its wheels leaving deep grooves in the soil. And then the ground starts moving.
Oh my God, the grass.
It's not grass. It's hair, long tangled strands pushing up through the dirt, wrapping around our ankles.
Told you I keep the lawn clean.
The mower revs higher, the screaming starts again, and this time, I recognize the voice.
That's him, the neighbor.
He's inside it.
The blades catch the sunlight. For a second, I see teeth. Human teeth. Rusty and broken.
Time to trim.
The mower surges forward. The hair pulls tighter, and the last thing I hear before the blades hit is the neighbor's voice, laughing.
Nobody likes a messy yard.
The next day, the lawn is perfect again, and the mower sits quiet, waiting for the next person who watches too long.
Why is it in their yard now?
'Cause it's hungry.
And the grass keeps growing.
Such a quiet neighborhood, perfect for families.
Behind her, the mower sits gleaming in the sun. The blades look freshly polished.
You might want to check the basement first.
Oh, why's that?
The mower's engine coughs just once, like it's clearing its throat.
She'll find out.
What's that smell?
The realtor sniffs the air. Her high heels sink slightly into the lawn. Too soft, like the earth beneath is hollow.
Probably just fertilizer.
That's when we see it. A single strand of gray hair caught in the mower's blades. The same color as the missing neighbors.
You should leave. Now.
Don't be silly. Let me just take a quick look inside.
The mower lurches forward an inch. The realtor's smile falters as her heel sinks deeper. Something tugs at her foot from below.
Turning us too late.
The for sale sign crashes to the ground. The mower roars to life, and the realtor's last scream sounds exactly like a lawnmower starting on a Sunday morning.
We need to burn this place down.
It would matter?
Because as we run, I glance back. The grass is already regrowing where she stood. Thicker, greener, hungrier.
The lawn always needs trimming.
And 2 houses down, another mower starts its engine.
We can't outrun this.
We have to try.
The engine roared to life. In the rearview mirror, every house in the block had someone standing in their yard now, each holding a mower, each staring with those same black eyes.
No, you'll be back.
The tires screeched as we peeled away, but as we hit the city limits, the radio crackled to life with a familiar sound, the whine of small engines starting.
Oh, God.
In every yard we passed, people stood perfectly still, hands on mowers, waiting.
They're already spreading.
The last thing we heard before the radio went dead was the neighbor's voice, whispering through the static.
The grass always grows back.
And somewhere behind us, another lawnmower roared. My best friend went missing for 3 days. When he came back, he whispered one sentence, and then his jaw unhinged like a snake's.
It wasn't me.
That's what he said. Just 3 words, and then his mouth kept opening, wider, wider, until his lips touched his collarbone.
What the hell is happening to him?
We need to get out of here, now.
But the door was already gone. The walls were breathing, and in the corner of the room, something dark was uncurling.
It's here.
It's here.
The thing that wore my face.
And then the lights went out.
Everyone grab hands.
I've got you.
But the hand she grabbed had 6 fingers, and it was cold. Too cold.
That's not me.
Then, whose hand is this?
The thing in the dark started laughing.
He's playing with us.
And then the screaming started.
Help me.
A new voice. From somewhere behind them, a voice none of them recognized.
Who the hell is that?
There's no one else here.
But the voice kept screaming, louder, closer, until it was right in their ears.
You're next.
And then the lights flickered back on.
Oh, God.
The walls were covered in teeth.
We're not alone.
And that's when they saw it, standing in the middle of the room, smiling with too many eyes.
Rhyme.
But running wasn't an option anymore, because the floor wasn't a floor anymore.
What is this?
It was skin, breathing, pulsing, alive.
We're inside it.
And then the screaming started again, but this time it was coming from inside their own throats.
Make it stop.
But it wouldn't stop. It would never stop, because the thing wearing his face was hungry.
It's feeding on us.
And then the walls started closing in.
We're going to die here.
But the worst part, they were right,
It's not letting us go.
because the thing in the dark was just getting started.
Do you hear that?
It's not just one voice.
100 voices, 1,000, all speaking at once, but in perfect unison.
It's saying our names.
No. It's learning our names.
The thing in the dark tilted its head, and then
Oh, God, it's copying us.
his mouth moved, but the voice that came out was male one's,
That's not possible.
then female one's voice, then male twos.
It's stealing our voices.
The thing grinned, its teeth stretching too wide. And then it spoke in a voice none of them had ever heard before. A voice that made their bones vibrate.
No.
The floor lurched, the walls pulsed. And then, something wet and cold wrapped around male two's ankle.
It's got me.
Rub his hand.
But when female one reached for him, her fingers sank into his skin like it was mud.
Why can't you hold on?
I am holding on.
But she wasn't, because his body wasn't solid anymore.
I don't want to go.
And then he melted. Right in front of them. Into the floor, into the thing.
He's gone.
The whispers grew louder. The air turned colder. And the thing in the dark stepped forward.
It's taking us one by one.
The remaining three backed into a corner, but the corner wasn't safe, because the corner was smiling.
There's no way out.
And that's when the lights went out again.
Don't let go of me.
But in the dark, hands weren't hands anymore.
Something's touching me.
And then the screaming started again.
Is anyone still here?
No answer. Just the slow, wet sound of something shifting in the blackness.
It's over.
But it wasn't. Because then the whispers came back, not from the thing, not from the walls.
They're inside my head.
The voices of the others, trapped, begging.
And we can't.
And then the thing spoke, not in their voices anymore, but in its own, a sound like cracking bones. The last thing they felt was the dark closing in, and the terrible, final understanding.